never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. This is taking you to 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come. Now before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a a weak thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, 50, plant. Ready.
Right back to counter here on first. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. With that, let's take a look here at the Charger defense.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hodges. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Hodges. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Hodges off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hodges. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt. Normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Watch 98 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And caught by Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
From the red zone now, Rivers escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now it's Hodges. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Hodges. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Well, as they come out here to set up shop for this next drive, let's talk about the NFC Championship game coming up. San Francisco hosting Green Bay. Of course, the road teams winning in the wild card round, Seattle and Minnesota, but the home teams bounce back in the divisional round. 49ers beating the Vikings and the Pack beating Seattle and Lambeau, so sets up a great NFC Championship game.
And a rematch of their regular season meeting that San Francisco dominated. Don't think Green Bay has forgotten that one. They have not traveled well to the West Coast this season, losing at the Chargers, losing at San Francisco. I think they'll play much better in this one. Aaron Rodgers burning to get back to the Super Bowl yet again.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Hodges now. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 32 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. As the Chargers come back out here offensively, you think about what happened this past season, and look, the only word to describe it really disappointing. This was a team that finished 12-4 last year, won a wild card game, expected to be contenders in the AFC West, if not the AFC period. But they start 2-5, Charles, and 5-11 all told. That really threw cold water on any ambitions they may have had.
And how many times does it feel like we've seen the Chargers start 2-5? But have a big finish and are contenders for a playoff spot, if not getting into them. So to me, the big story was they didn't close like they normally do. The 2-5 start actually led the way to a true 5-11 season. Very unusual for them. And now let's move it forward. Going into a new stadium next year. Have to sell tickets. Will Phillip Rivers still be their quarterback? That's the biggest question coming out of Charger land. They have committed to Anthony Lynn as their head coach. But will they have a new guy on the field calling plays next year? And right now, there's a certain free agent back in New England that people are talking about possibly migrating south.
That's what's interesting. What's been stable in the league is a few of these quarterbacks at spots, like Breeze down in New Orleans, Brady in New England, and Rivers with the Chargers. That could all be shaken up a little bit.
It certainly can, and let me correct my geography, migrating west, because when I say south, the people in Tennessee get excited about number 12 possibly headed their way.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, as this offense comes out here, let's talk about the AFC Championship game coming up. Kansas City hosting Tennessee. The Chiefs the winner over the Texans in the divisional round. But even before they took the field, they got a surprise gift on Saturday night with those Titans winning in Baltimore to set up the unexpected matchup.
But sometimes a gift isn't exactly a gift because they went from thinking they had to chase around Lamar Jackson to having to fortify themselves against Derrick Henry and the 250 pounds of man coming at them running the football. That run defense that got better as the season went on, it will get severely tested in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver, and it's third and short.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Hodges setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it second and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and 14. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Hodges. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Once more, Hodges sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Rivers on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rivers. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I guess he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? It's complete to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Rivers.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll throw again. Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Throwing on second and long. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, Rivers.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down. Throwing Rivers. Got a man. It's a tight end, Lance Kendricks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Gordon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Ready? 18 Gator. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, putting it forward, another quick drive and out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. And that's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Here's Rivers.
As a pass.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. On third down, Hodges. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Got an open man. It's Washington. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Hodges looks to throw on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. The Charger drive about to get going. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
On second down, Samuels. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And Allen's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 15, check 15.
Now Hodges on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. It's Hodges. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
The Charger offense set to take over, led by Tyrod Taylor. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Taylor, he's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Taylor now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. They run it here with Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now it's Taylor. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Here's Taylor. And an alley to run.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw, and this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here.
Never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front. Here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Steelers down by 4, and time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Hodges looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and a return across midfield and a 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then